Hi, I'm Joey Reynolds. I was a jock. Well, not the kind that you get from the Olympics, but a disc jockey. You know, disc jockeys today are different. They do bar mitzvahs and weddings. I didn't do that. I was on the radio, and when I was a kid, so was Buddy Knox, and he had a song called Party Doll, and Party Doll was a big hit record. It was that big. Well, there were smaller versions too. So we would make out to that music, like Party Doll was a make-out record. Of course, I couldn't get any girls, so I gave myself a hickey just to prime the pump. But now we got the kid who I met, who was Buddy's son. We got Buddy Knox Jr. here. Hi, Junior. How are you?
Well, hello, Joey. Can I give you a hug? I know it won't be
Yeah,
good on
no,
the video,
good.
but I just want to give you a
That's
hug.
that same hat.
Yes.
That's that same damn hat.
Well,
That's your father's hat.
I know.
You probably got his pants, too.
Well, sometimes. Anyway, I got to tell you, he was a wonderful, wonderful man.
He sure was. Buddy Knox.
Buddy Knox. He
Yeah.
was a great singer, great songwriter. He wrote Party Doll, and it was banned at a number of radio stations
Why?
all over the country. Well, because of the lyrics. Party Doll, all I want to do is get a party doll, and all of that stuff. It was too risque for the times.
Isn't that an expression when you party with somebody?
Yes, well, today it's a different expression.
Yeah.
When you party today, you have a little glass tube and you do all of that boogie woogie.
Oh, your father was not a druggie.
No, never. Oh,
Never.
he hated it.
He was a good drunk, though.
He was an alcoholic.
Oh, I know that.
He drank himself
Oh, yeah.
silly.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, his best friend was Jimmy Bowen.
Jimmy Bowen, I'm sticking with you.
Yes, and that song got him a dadgum fortune because he sold the whole idea of sticking to you to the Scotch tape company, the 3M company, and they invented all kinds of Scotch tape. So he made tons of money.
And they were glued to each other.
That's right. And then he found and recorded Garth Brooks. It is so good to see you, Joey. I mean, when I first saw you, I was like knee-high to a hoodly-doo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, but it's all about country. Country people don't grow so big.
I know. And I'll tell you one thing, I'm just delighted to meet you here at Calvary Chapel Church in the parking lot. How could it happen? It was an act of God that we done met here.
Yeah, well, the Christian movement has kept country music alive.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
I tell you, country music sounds better today than it ever sounded in this entire time that I remember it. My father would be so proud. And, it's just amazing.
How do you make a living, Mr. Knox Jr.?
Well, I live off royalties.
Really? From
Yes.
1957?
Well, he had a
Wow.
number of other songs, and then his partner Bowen, he founded Garth Brooks, so he's got lots of money, and he married well too. I think he married into that, what is it, Sinatra crowd?
How many times?
Oh, I don't know. I don't like to talk about. I'm not about gossip.
I see.
But you look wonderful. You look the same as I remember you.
Yeah.
A little thinner.
Thanks. But you have had a great career on your father's name. What about your own name?
Oh, my own name?
Yeah.
You know what he named me?
No.
Silly.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Are you Silly Knox?
You Silly Knox, that's
Really?
right.
And I suppose you got a sister named Fort.
That's right, Port and Fort.
No, Fort Knox.
No, Fort is my brother.
I see.
Port is my sister because she was a big part
In your life.
in my life. Yes, she was. You are the funniest man. When you lit that trash can on fire in the radio studio back in '57, I thought that was the funniest thing. And then your newsman came in, and the trash can was on fire. He had to do the news. He had to stand up on a chair and your big turntable, because if you remember, those records were damn big in
That's
those
right.
days. What were they? 98 RPMs or
No.
whatever.
They were my age, 78.
All right, 78. Anyway, they'd spin that thing was spinning around, and he was trying to read the news, and oh my goodness. Anyway, listen, I've got to run, but you are just so good to run into, Joey. You're a Joey Reynolds. You will always be a star. And not only that, but you also gave the name to the Reynoldsrap company too.
Well, I won't take credit for that.
Well, you took the money for it.
That's right. Well,
I know.
we used to get paid to play your records. Your father never left me anything.
Well, I don't want to say that. He did take care of a few people. He
Yeah.
took, but not with money. Never with money. Only
you're-
with boys and girls.
Well, you're a good man, and I'm glad to see you and meet you in person again. And you haven't changed too much.
No, I grew up a little bit, but then mentally I don't know that I grew up all that much.
But I hate that hat.
You do?
Yeah.
All I want is a party doll. Come along with me and be fair wild.
I think I got to go to church and pray that he won't show up again.